Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect? You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine, and a strange sensation of acceptance. An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
In my year, but Thorn, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bar... My father is somewhere in this tower. I won't leave him in Thorm's hands. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get. I can't say I'm not curious. All right, what else is on your mind?
That almost is doing a great deal of heavy lifting. That man changes allegiances more frequently than a courtesan changes their bed sheets. At least he's proof you can turn from Shah and live to tell the tale. Though some may not call that living.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Soldier? You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. And a devil will never not break your heart.
Speak your mind. I'm listening.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Tell me, what can I do for you? Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
Is that so? Well, I hope you don't intend to make such a claim. True prayer needs peace, and serenity has proved elusive of late. I'll admit it. Staying true to Lady Shar has proved difficult at times. I've found that my mind is prone to wandering. Wandering to places I shouldn't go at that. Forbidden thoughts. Hidden memories. All that Lady Shar would shield me from until I am ready. Sometimes, it feels like there's something just out of reach. Some truth on the tip of my tongue. And at times, I feel like I can almost voice it. When I shared the memory from my childhood, you found it far too easy to make a connection to Selûne for my liking. I've always felt like I owed Lady Shar my life. But what came before? Why was I in those woods? Nothing is simple anymore. Sometimes it feels like all I have are doubts. The Mother Superior must have had a reason to deny me the chance to become a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps this is the reason. Perhaps I'm simply not worthy. Forget I ever said anything. I'm just indulging in thoughts best buried.
You wish to speak? He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. You are speaking to a mere projection of Gale. His appearance, his voice, and a certain measure of his personality, reconstituted in this case to play as emissary and usher. Would you care to join him? What little I could glean from the portion of his mind that is open to me, it is a matter most urgent. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him.
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I wanted to see you, while I still could. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder, and with company to match. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Thank you. But even if we do find another way, perhaps this is the right way. The end fate wishes for me. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. I can feel it. Ever since we set foot in this strange, corrupted land. The closer we get, the heavier my own heart becomes. Stay with me a while, will you? Day will come all too soon, even in this place. One moment with you could sate me for a lifetime, and prize the fear from my heart. I'm so very glad you came to share this with me. I know this is all unreal, but I created it for you. You must know that you're very special to me. If things were different, if we were home, I'd have taken time to do things properly, to say it all better. But time is short. I'm in love with you. I see. Well, perhaps this is for the best. Should my time be short, you will not be wounded too deeply by my absence. Thank you for spending this time with me. I think I want to be alone now.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil. Do. It's not often the universe hands you something like this. We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said, My screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault. Rings a bell? Why? Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work. Very serious of you. But go ahead. I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
What do you bring? I require good. Another. All that you have. You may pass the river, but first you must pay. The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold. 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 No. I paid back.
Hey! I know you! You're... Twist 'em up!
Is that the kid Korga went after? Seems she's learned a new trick.
Sorry. It knocks the wind right out of me. I was looking for Mum and Pops. When Zevlor... when he... well... there was an ambush. Mum yelled, "Run!" So we ran. I could hear him running behind me. Till I couldn't. Still can't find him. But I bet you can. You'll help me, I just know it. That druid idol I took? It changed me. I can do all sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words and then it happens. Mostly. Thanks, mister. I knew you'd help me again. The vines won't last forever. I don't suppose I can stay with you. Just till you find Mum and Pops. I won't be any trouble, I swear it. Oh, thanks. You're the best. So you send Mum and Pops there. I'll be waiting, hero man.
I need a quick word.
Don't call the doctor yet. I've got potions, sutures. I know I can do this. Oh, you're a patient. This is the children's ward. Triage is back that way.
Is that Arabella's father she's tending? Our little idol thief has some terrible luck.
Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain. Yes, yes. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover. Not much left now, but you're welcome to look. If you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
Defender of the people.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Surgeon. Sisters. Zevlor. Betrayed.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Look. Eldurel.
The spell's power wanes.
Don't call the doctor. Oh, you're a patient. This is the children's ward, not dead. Merely medicated. The patient is asleep. The sedative is quite strong, you see. I see movement. Still not feeling better. Now, if you...
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Be patient. Here to see the doctor? Oh, not so well. But well enough. Join the line. You will be seen.
There's a hint of recognition in her eyes as she studies you.
The unseen wounds of war. The doctor's hand will close them. Down to the theater. Be swift. Be saved.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the Scalpel indeed is an extension of Shar. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister. Show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome. Behold, sisters, the very face of ignorance, one who mistakes tenderness for torture. Go on, acquaint the face of ignorance with the true object of our studies.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shar so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
Gods! A living nightmare is this.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
You are well on your way, but one white orb disfigures you still. Let us finish the cure.
The sisters' blades are bloodied and dull. Only the most measured hand could make a clean incision.
Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder. Yes. Submit I must into the lady's dark-fingered embrace. I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
The payday gold in my pouch is clinking. Say hey for the pub. A single thought is what I'm thinking. Say hey for the pub. Same as you, I see you're winking. Say hey for the pub.
Halflings and gnomes order here.
Son of Thorm! Son of Sword Coast! Go on! Cheers! Bottoms up! Go nuts!
Hells. The curse has twisted this man beyond measure.
Expect anything. He's been cursed to the hells and back.
Soldier.
Pity we had
That
to
might
kill
be worth a look.
He seemed more lonely.
Research notes. They describe a powerful venom extracted from a rare purple worm. Distiller Thizabald Thorm sought to create a fatal poison using the worm's gullet. He procured several parts of a worm gullet, but rinsed one in error. The poison he brewed was noxious, but not fatal. Thizabald devoted months to formulating a deadly poison with the remaining ingredients, without success. After exhaustive experimentation, he was able to make a near-deadly extract from the glands. But to complete his poison, Thizabald required one last ingredient, the petals of a corpse rose. The book's index reveals corpse roses may grow near tombs, mausoleums, and particularly redolent cadavers. Thizabald enlisted a courier from Baldur's Gate to obtain corpse rose petals and other ingredients and deliver them to a covert location. Unfortunately, a deep purple stain darkens the final page, obscuring the parcel's destination. Your mind separates the black from the blue, revealing the stash's location. You mark your map as a reminder. With the corpse rose petals the package contains, you might create Thizabald's purple worm poison.
I am not a skeleton. I am neither dead.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops? Hey, where's Mum and Pops? No. No. I don't believe you. It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go!
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone. Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a... Very well. Choose.
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do? We're...
Yes? Lead. The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. It isn't like me. Not like me at all. I was being too... precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always and let her have me for a bit. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? And when you've been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to. I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
Don't say a word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. My own people hunt me. But I am gnawed by an even greater torment. You. My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in. Uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet, and the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Avernus too. There is only one way for you to prove it. Don't be ridiculous. We fight. I test you in battle. Dance with me. Bleed with me. Bruise me so that you might possess me. Go on. Best me. Best me. Prove your excellence. incredible. I should be humiliated. I should know the shame of defeat. I am lae'zel. But you are just still. You were stronger. I was steel. And you were silver. You are mine. Say the words. Jacques Vernashdu, source of my bruises.
I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. Just a pity I'm not responsible for it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that lae'zel may not be keen to share you with me. In truth, I don't think I'd want to be your spare lover. I'd always want more of you than you'd have to spare. Better, perhaps, to bow out with dignity. There's no hard feelings. Genuinely. You deserve happiness. And I'm more than glad to remain with you to bear witness to it. Don't be fooled.